Hi, it's Gary at Royal Page Sussex, and welcome to my November real estate review for North Vancouver. Well, can you believe it? We're almost at the year's end. Now let's take a look and see what's happening. On the demand side, for Detached, we had 71 sales, which was 24% below this time last year, and about 4% below the 10-year average. There are 91 new listings, which was 11% lower than this time last year, and about 4% below the 10-year average. The total listings were 155, 36% down from this time last year, and about 50% below the 10-year average. Moving over to townhomes, there were 42 sales, 12% below the or 12% above year over year, and about 40% above the 10-year average. For new listings, there were 40, which was 40% below this time last year, and about 3% above the 10-year average. And total listings, just 45, which was 60% lower than this time last year, and 48% below the 10-year average. And then looking at apartments, we had 133 sales. That's 4% above this time last year, and about 30% above the 10-year average. For new listings, there were just 150, which was 7% below this time last year, and about 22% above the 10-year average. And then total listings, just 177, which was 58% lower than this time last year, and 44% below the 10-year average. So to better understand how today's forces are affecting prices, we like to take a look at the sales to active ratio. And this ratio gives us a good idea of the supply and demand forces at play. So below 12%, we would expect prices to be going down and be a buyer's market. Whereas above 20%, prices should be rising, and of course they have been, and that would be a seller's market. And you can see that the strongest segment is townhomes at 84%, followed by condos at 76%, and then detached are about 46%. Okay, so let's take a look and see how prices are affected. For detached homes, we ended up at 1.955, which was 17% above this time last year, and 2.8% of that was in the last 6 months. For townhomes, we ended up at 1,217,000, which was almost 21% increase over this time last year, and about 10% of that gain took place in the last 6 months. And then finally, apartments ended up at just under 664,000, which was about a 10% increase over this time last year, and about 1.5% of that was taking place in the last 6 months. Okay, so we can see it's a hot market, but how hot is it? And usually the way we can answer this question is to look at the number of listings that are selling at or over the listing price. So we saw that the townhomes were the strongest segment, and sure enough, the greatest percentage, 55%, were selling at or over the list price. And you can see that that's come down some since April, but still a very strong market. And then detached and apartments ended up at 51% of the sales at or over the listing price. So there you have it. A very strong market. Really, I think it's all about supply. And we're seeing with the shortage of listings, along with a really pretty good demand, prices are rising. And sales are actually going down as a result of buyers just not being able to find anything. So at this time, I'd like to wish you all a very joyous holiday season and a safe, happy, and healthy new year. Take care. Bye now.